Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue, and I'm out here with a 20th century classic. This is Colt's Diamondback revolver. The Diamondback was Colt's attempt to capitalize on the popularity of their Python by making a Python look-alike, but on a smaller frame size. So this is actually built on the smaller 22 caliber D-frame size, and it was available in 22 and in 38 special, which is what this one is. So let's take a look at it. Colt double-action revolvers looked essentially the same from 1889 until the late 1960s. Just like this 1920s vintage official police model pictured here, Colts all had exposed ejection rods. By the 1950s, Colts were starting to look very dated compared to Smith & Wesson revolvers. The Smiths had lugged barrels, and most of them had shrouded ejection rods by then. So in 1955, Colt countered by developing their super premium Python model. And among other features, it had a fully lugged and shrouded barrel with a ventilated rib. The Python was chambered for the .357 Magnum cartridge, and it used the heavy I-frame, just like the official police, but heat treated to withstand the .357 Magnum pressures. The Python was a heavy gun, and that was good for shooting .357 Magnum, but most people actually shot .38 specials, and the gun was pretty heavy for .38s. So in 1966, Colt developed the Diamondback. It looked exactly like the Python, but it was built on the smaller D-frame. And the Diamondback was chambered in 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, and in .38 special. Well, Roy is lurking 15 yards downrange. And maybe today I should call him Retro Roy, because we're going to shoot him old school with a double action Colt Diamondback. I love wheel guns. Well, old Roy just don't scare that easy. He's still out there. So let's take the Diamondback and let's run it with one hand, see if we can tickle his fancy. Always fun. Well, let's run the Diamondback in double action from the typical gunfighter's distance of 7 yards. See how we do. Well, got the clay bird rack set up 15 yards downrange and got the Diamondback. Let's see if I can bust them. Well, 2 misses. I just got 4 out of 5. Well, I hate to miss. So, got the Diamondback. I'm going to make another run at those clay birds. You'd think they'd be easy, but these are the targets that always seem to make me work the hardest. I don't know why. Okay, it took me all 6 rounds, but at least I got them all. Well, it's time to put the Colt Diamondback up against some 2-liter water bottles and see if I can hit them. Well, I wounded him. I can see him bleeding. I'm not doing good at knocking these things over today. Well, let's try hitting him again before he empties out. He's bleeding too. I'm just drilling him through. Now, there's no doubt that I don't want to get shot with a 38 Special, but there's also no doubt that the amount of whacking power from a 38 Special versus a 45 ACP or even a 9mm, it's just lacking. Those 38 Special rounds are just drilling straight through without knocking the bottle over. It's hole number 1, hole number 2, and not much force expended inside the bottle, just drilled them. Well, I wounded him. I can see him bleeding. I'm not doing good at knocking these things over today. Well, let's try hitting him again before he empties out. He's bleeding too. I'm just drilling him through. Well, let's finish off with the bad guy's view, Colt Diamondback.